God weighs whether an individual is good or bad, whether they pursue the truth, and whether they can attain God's salvation, whether they can attain God's salvation. He considers their comprehension of His words and their attitude toward His words. He considers whether they can practice the truths they understand. He considers whether they can accept the truth when they're pruned and when they undergo trials. He considers whether they desire and accept God with a sincere heart. God does not judge their level of education, their caliber, how many gifts they possess, how far they have traveled, or how much work they have done. God does not consider these things, nor does He desire these things. Say that you always want to take your desires and ambitions to God and exchange them for rewards and crowns, but you have always dismissed and ignored God's words. Though God has spoken thousands upon thousands of words, not a single word from God remains in your heart. At the same time, you don't pay any price to practice and enter into God's words. If this is all true, then from God's perspective, your outcome and destination are already settled. If people want to obtain what God has promised to man, they must first follow God's way, and they must listen to and practice God's words. This path will never steer them wrong. Listen to and practice God's words. Turn God's words into the reality of your life, into the reality of your life, into the basis, principles, direction, and goal of what you say, how you conduct yourself, how you view things, and how you do things. That is to say that what you say and the judgments you make must have God's words as their basis. Whenever you choose to engage with one type of person and avoid or reject another type of person, you must have the basis of God's words. Have the basis of God's words. In this way you will live out the reality of God's word and receive God's approval.